Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. Rumors have been swirling around Dallas, and the epicenter of this storm is none other than Dak Prescott, the Cowboys franchise quarterback who has never shied away from speaking his mind. Sources whisper that Prescott, known for his leadership and calm demeanor on the field, has finally reached a breaking point, unleashing words that many would never dare to voice publicly. It seems the locker room, long considered a bastion of camaraderie, is now facing internal turbulence, a subtle but potent undercurrent threatening to disrupt the chemistry that took years to build. Insiders suggest that a particular player's influence is causing tension, whispers of bad attitudes, and off-field distractions filtering through the ranks. Prescott's frustration, according to those close to the team, isn't just about performance. It's about culture, the invisible glue that binds teammates, now cracking under unseen pressures. The quarterback reportedly confronted the issue head-on, making it clear that tolerance for toxicity in the locker room is at an all-time low. Fans and analysts alike are leaning in, trying to piece together which figure might be behind the unrest, as every interview and sideline interaction is dissected for signs of conflict. The narrative inside Cowboys circles is growing more intense, fueled by murmurs of locker room politics and leadership clashes that no outsider could have predicted. Prescott's comments, though carefully measured, are being interpreted as a call to arms, a signal that change is needed to preserve the team's identity. Teammates reportedly have mixed reactions. Some resonate with Prescott's call for accountability, while others feel uneasy, caught in a web of subtle accusations that ripple quietly through practice sessions and team meetings. The atmosphere, normally charged with competitive energy and camaraderie, is reportedly heavy with tension, a stark contrast to the public smiles and rehearsed interviews that fans see on television. Analysts speculate that this could lead to a broader shakeup, not just in terms of player personnel, but in coaching approaches, leadership roles, and internal culture initiatives designed to maintain harmony. Prescott's willingness to speak so candidly has made waves beyond the team, igniting debates about the responsibilities of star players in confronting locker room issues. Conversations with insiders suggest that this is more than a temporary flare-up. It's a moment that could define Prescott's legacy and the future direction of the Cowboys organization itself. Sources hint that the issue at hand isn't a single incident, but a pattern, small behaviors accumulating over time, gradually eroding trust and cohesion. Prescott reportedly observed repeated instances of careless conduct, both on and off the field, that undermined focus and morale, and he chose to address them directly, a move that some teammates view as bold leadership and others perceive as confrontational. The rumor mill is alive with speculation about who might be contaminating the locker room, with names whispered in hushed tones among reporters, fans, and rival teams alike. Social media has exploded with theories as commentators dissect past games, sideline reactions, and subtle interactions during media appearances for evidence. Some suggest this is a wake-up call, a necessary disruption to shake complacency and reaffirm standards, while others fear it could fracture relationships that took years to cultivate. Observers note that Prescott's timing is impeccable, coinciding with a period when the team's performance and public image are under scrutiny, amplifying the impact of his words. The tension is palpable, and every practice, every meeting, every team dinner is now under the lens, as if the team's internal dynamics have become public theater. Whispers suggest that leadership dynamics within the Cowboys are evolving rapidly, with Prescott asserting influence in ways that challenge both veterans and newcomers. The quarterback stance is reportedly firm. No compromise on professionalism, no tolerance for undermining behaviors, and a demand for alignment with the team's core values. Sources indicate that this is sending shockwaves through the locker room hierarchy, as players recalibrate their approach, balancing respect for Prescott with their own relationships and loyalties. Insiders claim that coaching staff are caught in a delicate balancing act, trying to maintain authority while supporting Prescott's push for accountability. The rumor mill intensifies as these behind-the-scenes conflicts play out quietly, a slow-burning drama invisible to fans yet potentially transformative. Analysts suggest that the outcome of this internal struggle could redefine team culture, either cementing Prescott's reputation as a decisive leader or highlighting fissures too deep to bridge. Every practice and team gathering has reportedly become a stage for subtle power plays, tests of patience, and evaluations of loyalty, with Prescott at the center, speaking truths others have long avoided. Those close to the situation hint that Prescott's candor has sparked a broader conversation about accountability across the NFL, with rival teams reportedly paying close attention. The quarterback's willingness to call out toxic influences may set a precedent, signaling that leadership extends beyond athletic performance into cultural stewardship. Analysts suggest that this moment might redefine how superstar players approach locker room dynamics, establishing a new standard for transparency and integrity. Prescott's reputation for consistency and reliability adds weight to his words, turning whispers into a conversation with the power to influence team behavior, management decisions, and even the league's broader narrative about player responsibility. The Cowboys, meanwhile, face the challenge of navigating this internal turbulence while maintaining focus on their ultimate goal: performance and championship contention. The ripple effects of Prescott's remarks, subtle yet undeniable, are shaping both internal morale and external perception. Every media report, fan reaction, and insider tip now carries added significance, painting a picture of a franchise at a crossroads, with one quarterback willing to speak what many only think. The rumor ecosystem around the Cowboys is accelerating, fueled by every public statement, social media post, and sideline gesture. Prescott's approach, reportedly both fearless and calculated, is being interpreted as a blueprint for modern leadership. Confront issues head-on, speak unvarnished truths, and demand alignment. Sources claim that this approach has already forced introspection among several teammates, prompting discussions about behavior, accountability, and the long-term health of team culture. Analysts speculate that this moment could result in personnel changes, coaching adjustments, or other unseen strategic moves designed to restore harmony and focus. Fans and insiders alike are on edge, aware that what unfolds in these closed doors may determine the Cowboys' trajectory for seasons to come. Prescott, meanwhile, remains at the eye of the storm, a figure of scrutiny and admiration, as his words reverberate throughout the organization. The locker room, once assumed invulnerable, is now a crucible, testing the limits of patience, loyalty, and leadership under pressure, with Prescott standing firm as the unlikely but decisive voice of change. Rumors suggest that the Cowboys' locker room tension has roots extending deeper than anyone imagined, and Prescott's outspoken stance is just the tip of the iceberg. Sources indicate that internal factions may have formed, subtle alliances of players whose attitudes clash with the team's leadership vision. Prescott's intervention, according to insiders, is not only about calling out behavior, but about steering the team back toward unity, reinforcing expectations and standards that ensure competitiveness and professionalism. Analysts speculate that this type of internal reckoning is both rare and necessary, highlighting the quarterback's unique position to influence not just plays on the field, but the culture that underpins them. Social media debates have erupted, with fans dissecting every detail, from sideline interactions to practice footage, searching for evidence of underlying discord. The narrative, though cloaked in rumor, carries weight, as Prescott's words are interpreted as a declaration of zero tolerance for toxicity and a demand for accountability from every corner of the team. This tension, though potentially disruptive, may prove catalytic, inspiring changes that could shape the Cowboys' identity for years to come. Insiders reveal that Prescott's frustration has been building over time, fueled by repeated instances of conduct that undermine team cohesion and focus. The quarterback, a figure both respected and scrutinized, reportedly approached leadership quietly at first, attempting to resolve issues internally, but found that subtlety alone was insufficient. Sources hint that certain players' behavior, ranging from lack of effort to divisive attitudes, has tested his patience, prompting the explosive statements now making headlines. Analysts suggest that Prescott's public candor is strategic, aimed at drawing attention to issues that threaten long-term success, while simultaneously sending a message that leadership is not optional. It is demanded. The implications for the Cowboys are profound. Internal culture, performance, public perception, and fan sentiment all hang in the balance as Prescott asserts influence not just as a quarterback, but as a steward of the team's ethos. Every interview, practice, and interaction is now scrutinized for signs of resolution, tension, or further escalation. The ripple effects of Prescott's candor are reportedly reaching beyond Dallas, with rival teams and league insiders monitoring the situation closely. Analysts speculate that the quarterback's approach could serve as a model, demonstrating that accountability and transparency are integral to success, even if uncomfortable truths must be voiced. Within the Cowboys, the impact is immediate. Teammates reportedly reassess behavior, relationships are reevaluated, and coaching staff are forced to navigate a complex landscape of personalities and expectations. The rumor mill buzzes with theories about potential repercussions, from minor personnel adjustments to cultural initiatives designed to realign team values. Fans, meanwhile, are caught between excitement, concern, and intrigue, following the narrative like a slow-burning drama, knowing that what transpires behind closed doors may ultimately determine the team's trajectory. Prescott, standing firm, embodies a rare combination of skill, courage, and moral authority, positioning himself as both catalyst and stabilizer amid a brewing storm of speculation. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Some insiders suggest that the issue at hand could redefine leadership expectations across the NFL. Prescott's approach, blending candidness with authority, may inspire other players to take similar stands in their own locker rooms, confronting behaviors long ignored. Analysts debate the risks and rewards, noting that while confrontation can cause friction, it also fosters clarity, accountability, and alignment toward shared goals. Within the Cowboys, this approach reportedly accelerates evaluation processes, with every player's commitment and attitude now under heightened scrutiny. Sources hint that this cultural reckoning may yield both immediate and long-term outcomes, influencing not only roster decisions, but also coaching strategies, training methodologies, and team cohesion efforts. Prescott's statements, amplified by media coverage and fan discourse, have transformed a locker room concern into a broader narrative about leadership, responsibility, and the courage to confront uncomfortable truths in pursuit of excellence. Observers indicate that the Cowboys situation represents a rare glimpse into the internal dynamics of a high-profile NFL team. Prescott's willingness to call out toxic influences is being interpreted as both brave and essential, a move that may protect the team's culture from slow decay. Sources reveal that subtle behavioral patterns, once overlooked, are now subject to intense evaluation, from on-field effort to off-field influence, as leadership seeks to preserve integrity and unity. The rumor mill remains relentless, offering speculation, analysis, and conjecture, but the core narrative is clear. Prescott's voice has shaken the foundation of the team, demanding alignment, accountability, and a renewed commitment to collective success. Fans, analysts, and insiders watch intently, recognizing that the ripple effects of this confrontation will extend far beyond the locker room, potentially reshaping how leadership, culture, and accountability intersect in professional football. Finally, rumors suggest that this internal turbulence could mark a turning point for the Cowboys, a moment that defines the trajectory of the team and Prescott's legacy. Sources indicate that the quarterback stance has already prompted reflection, adaptation, and reassessment among players and staff alike. Analysts speculate that the outcome of this cultural reckoning may influence not only immediate performance, but long-term organizational philosophy, setting a precedent for how elite players address internal challenges. Prescott, at the center of this storm, demonstrates that leadership is as much about speaking uncomfortable truths as it is about athletic excellence, embodying the role of both competitor and cultural steward. The locker room, once assumed unshakable, now serves as a crucible of accountability, tension, and potential transformation, with Prescott's voice echoing as a call for clarity, alignment, and uncompromising standards that may well define the future of Dallas Cowboys football. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.